An entire Roman army vanished from history. No graves, no records, just silence. What really happened? In 43 AD, the Roman Ninth Legion, one of the most elite fighting forces in the known world, marched confidently into the mist-shrouded north of Britain on a campaign to pacify the unruly locals. But the Ninth never made it home, and after over 1,800 years, the truth of what happened to them is still unknown. This is Legio IX Hispana, the lost Roman legion that disappeared without a trace. I'm the narrator, and in this series I bring you the greatest unsolved mysteries from human history. Join me as we uncover the shocking truth behind the disappearance of the Roman Ninth Legion. Did they fall in battle against the Picts? Were they betrayed by a local chieftain? Or did the mists of time literally swallow them whole? Let's take a closer look at the evidence and find out. But first, let me set the stage by telling you a little bit about the Ninth Legion itself. Forged in the fires of war in the 1st century BC, Legio IX Hispana was an elite force in Rome's military machine during the era of Augustus and Tiberius. Comprised primarily of Spanish recruits, the soldiers of the Ninth were renowned throughout the empire for their bravery and martial prowess. By the year 43 AD, they were considered among the most experienced and battle-hardened troops in Rome's arsenal. You see, the Ninth had spent decades fighting on the fringes of the empire, securing the borders and quelling rebellions from Gaul to Germania. It was during one such campaign that the legion earned its dreaded reputation. In the year 38 BC, Legio X was sent to the Iberian Peninsula to suppress a revolt. The rebels, led by a charismatic chieftain named Ambiorix, had taken arms against Rome and were proving to be a stubborn foe. But the Ninth, under the command of Quintus Cassius, put an end to the rebellion once and for all, massacring Ambiorix and his men and crushing the uprising. From that day forward, the soldiers of the Ninth wore an oak wreath on their helmets to commemorate their victory and struck a fearsome image into the hearts of those who opposed Rome. As the 1st century dawned, Legio X found itself stationed on the northern frontier of Britannia, a remote outpost at the edge of the known world. Their orders were simple: keep the unruly tribes beyond the River Tyne and the Firth of Clyde from raiding Roman settlements and disrupting the province as prosperity. For a while, the Ninth maintained peace in their sector, but tensions were always high. The task of subduing these fierce warriors fell to Legio IX, and they approached the challenge with their customary zeal. Over the years, the Legion constructed a series of fortified camps across the northern frontier, garrisons designed to hold back the tide of northern barbarism. These included the fortresses of Instithil, Trementium, and Mediolanum, each a testament to Rome's enduring power. Yet despite their best efforts, rumors persisted of fierce battles fought along the northern frontier, engagements so brutal and bloody that even the stoutest veterans of the Ninth Legion shuddered at the thought. The tribes of northern Britain were fierce and tenacious, and the Romans knew better than to underestimate their resolve. Now, let's get to the disappearance. So it was in the year 43 AD when the Ninth Legion was ordered south to assist another troubled province, Judea. Under the command of the experienced Gaius Suetonius Paulinus, the legion set out from their base at Deva Victrix, modern-day Chester, on what should have been a routine march. We know from classical sources that they arrived safely at their destination. It's clear from records that the Ninth played a significant role in suppressing the Jewish revolt in 66 AD, earning them praise and recognition from Rome. They were part of Vespasian's forces that laid siege to Jerusalem, playing a crucial role in subduing the rebellious city. Yet despite their pivotal role in this campaign, there is not a single record of the Ninth Legion in the years following their departure from Britain. Historians have puzzled over this void for centuries, trying to piece together what happened to the Legion. After their return from the East, the Ninth disappears completely from official Roman records, leaving behind no inscriptions, no monuments, and no military reports. It's as if they vanished into thin air. Adding to the enigma, there is no evidence that they were wiped out in battle or suffered a catastrophic defeat. Archaeologists have uncovered no mass graves of Roman soldiers in Britain, nor have they found any battlefield littered with the spoils of a violent clash. Furthermore, the forts and encampments of the Ninth, such as Inchtooth Hill and Tremontium, show no signs of being attacked or abandoned in haste. There are no charred remnants of siege engines or broken weapons left behind. Even more perplexing, the Romans kept meticulous records of military movements and troop deployments. Yet there is not a single document, tablet, or coin minted during the years following the Ninth's disappearance that mentions their absence. It's as if the Legion had simply been erased from Roman memory. The silence surrounding the Ninth's fate is deafening, raising more questions than it answers. Why would an elite military unit vanish without a trace, leaving behind no record of their passing? Where are the remains of the Legion? Did they fall in battle? If so, why is there no evidence of a struggle? And why did the Romans make no effort to recover their lost troops? These are the riddles that have captivated historians and enthusiasts for centuries, driving them to seek answers in the annals of history and the artifacts of the past. One of the leading theories among historians is that the Ninth Legion met its demise in a cataclysmic clash with the northern tribes, such as the Picts or the Caledonians. These fierce warriors were known to resist Roman encroachment, and it is possible that a large force of legionaries could have been overwhelmed in a surprise attack or a battle of attrition. Proponents of this theory point to the lack of evidence for a massacre elsewhere, suggesting that the northern tribes, with their intimate knowledge of the rugged terrain, might have hidden any traces of the Legion's demise. However, this hypothesis struggles to explain the complete absence of any records of the battle or the aftermath. Surely a clash of such magnitude would have been recorded in some form, even if the details were embellished over time. Another intriguing possibility is that the Ninth was not destroyed in battle, but rather reassigned to another trouble spot along Rome's vast frontiers. Perhaps they were deployed to quell a revolt in Germania, or to reinforce the legions in Pannonia. This theory is supported by the fact that the Romans often moved troops from one province to another to address emerging threats. However, the lack of any documentary or archaeological evidence makes it difficult to confirm this hypothesis. Without written records or tangible proof, it's challenging to ascertain the fate of the Ninth Legion. Yet perhaps the most compelling theory suggests that the Ninth Legion was not lost or destroyed, but deliberately removed from history. According to this controversial idea, the Ninth was secretly disbanded or executed on the orders of a corrupt or power-hungry commander. Such a scenario might have been motivated by a desire to claim the Legion's spoils, or to conceal a failed military operation. This theory aligns with the suddenness of the Ninth's disappearance, but it also lacks concrete evidence. To support this idea, proponents point to the ambiguous accounts of Roman historians who make only glancing references to the Legion's activities. These historians may have deliberately omitted details regarding the Ninth's fate to protect sensitive information or to avoid scandal. After all, the disappearance of an entire legion would reflect poorly on the military leadership and could potentially undermine public confidence in the Army's ability to protect the Empire's interests. So what really happened to the Roman Ninth Legion? Did they fall in battle? Were they betrayed, or did history itself erase them? As for the aftermath, the legend of the lost legion has endured for centuries, capturing the imaginations of readers and sparking heated debates among historians. In the 18th century, the story inspired James Macpherson's epic poem, The Song of Ossian, which romanticized the Ninth's fate and their supposed encounter with the mythical warrior king, Arthur. In the 20th century, author Rosemary Sutcliffe brought the Ninth Legion to life in her young adult novel, The Eagle of the Ninth, which depicted a young Roman officer's quest to uncover the fate of his father's lost legion. This captivating tale further cemented the Ninth's place in popular culture and left readers pondering the true nature of their disappearance. Today, the Ninth Legion continues to captivate history enthusiasts and researchers who are drawn to the enduring mystery surrounding their fate. With the aid of new technologies and fresh perspective, historians are continuing to explore every lid and examine every artifact in search of answers. Perhaps one day soon the truth will be revealed, shedding light on one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of ancient history. Thank you so much for watching. Now it's your turn. What do you think happened to the Roman Ninth Legion? Did they meet a tragic end on the battlefield? Were they betrayed? Or did they vanish without a trace? Let me know in the comments below. Also, be sure to check out my other videos where I bring you the greatest unsolved mysteries from human history. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.